Well, hello everybody. I believe I'm live now, finally. I always think I'm doing something wrong. Okay, I see us, so we are live now. How's everybody doing today? I'm kind of excited about today's stream. Gonna give away some gold. I gotta set up sharing this with the discords. So, this season I am with LCDR in Stonar. Okay, and I gotta start writing some names for the giveaway. So at the beginning of this season, well, I should say the end of last season, I decided that I am going to go to a less popular faction. So that hoping that I'd get smaller teams so I could help them learn how the game works, get some more engagement, get people excited about the games. Wow, a lot of people writing already. Okay, how's everybody doing? Let me share this live stream with the discords. Everybody knows I'm in a bunch of different discords. Good afternoon. Twit. Twit is me. DuckTales, Dan Burr, Theoden, Brother K's, always good to see you. Baker, Mladen, Casa Basic. I need to find a better way of posting this stuff on discords than just having to do it with my cell phone after it starts. But what I was saying was smaller team, teaching them the basics, teaching them how to serve, what's most important early game, different builds. So it's been quite fun. Um, this is definitely a tight group. They have played together in Rise to War. Which I know we're all missing Rise to War right now. I know I am. But this game is good. It's developing. I mean, today we have the developers that are going to um, sponsor the gold giveaway. So I'm going to give away two 5K gold to people. Beer Buffalo. Empire of the Sun. Okay. Ahmad is here from LCDR. Let's see. LD Plays. Good Helios. Baconacurd. Okay, I'm caught up on writing. Sharky. Good to see you, buddy. He's another one from LCDR. Okay, so I'm going to give a breakdown of what I'm doing right now. So, let's take a look at the map. Silver Slash. Wow, we got lots of people coming in today. Everyone likes free gold. So we are storing our down here. I do not know where everybody is at yet. I've been working on trying to level, help people with builds, help people get bigger tiles. Yeah, I know, Brother Case. I always forget you're in game. I know both of them very well. Baker Street. Okay. Caught up on writing down the names. So, as you can see, this is where I'm at over here. We got Stonar. We've taken our lands in here. We moved out yesterday into this area, so we're farming, which is great because it's only us, LCDR, and then a couple individual accounts. And honestly, a couple of them are going to be spy accounts. It's just obvious. They put the account in there, and then they take one or two level one tiles, and that's it. What do you mean, tier two ships? Oh, I'm just using these for pathing. So we moved out here. Okay, as you can see up here, Tyrannus, Ogrex are fighting over here. You got Terra and Arcos over here. Terra and Locke are in Arcos. You got YSNP and Terra. Hanky, Asmail are over there, which everybody knows them in the game, that's for sure. Over here, you got Jedi, Obi-Wan, Hive Mind, and Zoro from Ogrex fighting. I know Frogs is also in Ogrex. I believe CMPS is in Vanguard, which I'll check the leaderboards in a minute. Which officers for Sylph? Yes, that's an easy one. And I'm going to also show you which. Damn it, I hate the zoom on blue stacks. I'm also going to show you um, what you're looking for when you're picking officers. Okay. Sylph is one of those ships that is close to my heart. I really think Sylph can be good because it has a little bit of everything. Okay. But I think it's going to need really high mastery level. So, take a look at the damage skills. Okay. It's doing standard damage. So, standard damage is power. Okay. And plus, you got a modification for power here. You got another one, standard damage. You got another one, standard damage. Got another one, standard damage. Okay, so for his damage, you need power. Then take a look at his other skills. See if there's something that modifies, if that skill is going to be worth modifying or not. So none of his other skills modify. So strictly power is what you're looking for. Power and maybe some initiative if you can. I'm going to show you my power set that I run. Is I run Phoenix. She gives a lot of power, gives a little bit of defense, and then she's got a couple different augments. Right now, I like the damage received. You have one ally damage dealt plus 5%, and that goes up as you augment. Medium craft reduction, and then a Terra specific. So, power. Power is what we're looking for. My second in my power is right here is Axel. He is very accessible. He's inside of the Battle Pass, which I'd like to say thank you to Angus because Angus bought me the Battle Pass this time. But as you can see, he gives all power. And then he's got a bunch of different augments. Ignores enemy defense for the first 4 rounds. Helps you do damage. Next, you got a couple choices. Okay. Sarah, think, is the number one choice out of what I have. But I can all because the power is great. Initiative is good to get you to hit before your enemy, and then she's got an evade damage skill. But another one is Sydney that I like because she gives power. She does give a little bit of elemental, but she has initiative, defense, and minus 20% energy damage. Because so many people are running energy damage ships. Machina is a good example of that. Sometimes I'll run her. And then when you're talking power, if you're talking purples, you're talking Elizabeth because she gives power and then she does the healing. Um, a lot of people like lightning. You know, Lisa does have heal, but she only gives elemental. I do have Fox, which I would like if everything works perfectly. I would love to have a lot of Foxes for quite a few of my ships. So, like I said, you're looking for power, maybe some initiative. So that's what you're looking for Sylph. So I hope that answers your question, DuckTales. Uh-oh, where do we go? Okay, I gotta zoom out a little, and I just need to go straight across. Also, we are. What time is it? It is 11:40. I am going to be doing a station. LCDR will be doing a station. It all depends on the ship that you're using. I mean, you're going to get more power out of the single skill officer, but again, then you might be missing out on something. Oh, that's not good. Okay. What is this? No, no. Bombay? That's mine. Okay. I wasn't going to get in. Okay. Oh, I forgot to post in here. So we're also going to be doing a station at. I'll let him take it and get the XP and then make him drop it. Um, we'll be doing a station at 20 UTC in like 20 minutes. I've been trying to get Paladin to surf. I really want to level up Paladin. You know, as far as unlocking ships, um, it's actually pretty good because I would definitely say it's better than Rise to War for that question. Because yes, I've spent a little bit of money, but I have quite a range of ships. I know a couple of the devs are in here. Like Good Helios is one of the moderators for Discord. I saw one of the devs in here earlier. Oh, I forgot to write somebody down. Infinity Bob is on the list. Um, if you start out in Sovereign, and you'll get the 4 rare ships. If you have somebody from a Dominion faction send you a invite using your user ID, you will then also receive the 4 Dominion rare ships. So you can start out with 8 ships right away. I think within the first day or two, I unlocked 3 other ships just from the freebies, things like that. And the challenges they give devs, I really hate this, how it's stuck here. Um, you get these right here, your requisition orders. You can get, what is it, 12, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 or so every season, which is another thing that we're going to do on this stream as I'm going to open some chests. Soldier, good to see you, buddy. Jacob is here. Wow, nice to see you, bud. So, where was I? That annoys me. But anyways, so I've been trying to get Paladin to surf. I can't get him to do a good surf. He just doesn't have enough healing. So I'm going to give up on him. As you can see, I did some surfing, you know. There was one question about tiles. When they reset, it is random what they are going to have. So this tile had Cipher and then Dark Fang. Let's see when it resets. Resets here. The next one was Emberhelm and Cipher. Then Radiant, double Radiant. So that was good. So it is going to be random on those. Good thing about gas tiles, they have no corruptor. But they do have Emberhelm, which will tickle. I also believe that Emberhelm should be a free to play's best friend, even more so than Cipher. Because Emberhelm is great at PvE and it is okay at PvP. When you're fighting, it does have some uses. I mean, it can hurt some people. Let's see here. You know, Paladin's about to die. I don't care. I need the XP. But I got Moonveil. See, a couple good surfs here with Moonveil. One thing I want to ask the devs is why, when I'm surfing, sometimes they will just leave the tile. There's no reason for it. They still have troops, just randomly. They will go back to where they came from, and it drives me nuts. Soldier 84 from Tower. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate the super chat. It does help me greatly. Okay, we got Mr. Jono in here. Okay. There is a lot of Rise to War players. A lot of Rise to War players in here. And I think there'll be more coming too. I think some were taking a break after Rise to War. Some have been surfing around different games. And they're not really finding one. I mean, Epic Age is one that I know quite a few of the Rise to War players have joined. But it's not the same. I think they're kind of just trying to grasp onto it. I know Randy went to like Galaxy Quest or Conquest. I don't know what the name of that game is. But again, it's not like this. I like this better. The space theme takes time to get used to. Okay, perfect. I caught up again on writing. So, let's take a look at the leaderboards, shall we? Because I got 12 minutes until we siege, which I really am afraid I'm going to be late to. Okay, Asmail and Hanky, who I brought up before. I mean, they could be bigger than some teams by themselves. Killer Frost, Tessenville, RZK Captain, and Keto. Jacob, look at that. Another big, no big surprise there. Hodor, Valor, Gene. And then I'll scroll through this so you can see some names. Okay, well, let me change DuckTales. I wrote down DuckTales. Let me change it to Empire of Lords. So with the giveaway, I am going to do a separate video afterwards doing the giveaway. That way I can make sure and double check that I have every single name on here. Okay, top guilds. And I'm going to reset the game here in a second. You got Tower 1.2, CMPS 1.1. Which is one thing I like to see is that some players have left CMPS and like spread out to a couple other guilds to help people out, which is nice. You got Frog, you got Jedi, You got LCDR right here in 5th. Locked, Zorro, You Shall Not Pass, Obi-Wan, Sins, Hive Mind, Ring, which I believe is Darshi from Rise to War. I believe he's trying to get more players in here. Okay, and really want to know if that's Law from Rise to War. So there's that. Now we're going to go to top factions. No surprise here. We got Arcos with Tower and Lock. Tyrannus, you got quite a few in there. Ogre-X, Vanguard, Stonar. Hey, we're in 5th. Yay. By a good lead. Terra, Omega, and Alderan. War rankings. There's been some fighting, but there hasn't been a great lot because there's a lot of the smaller teams that haven't been able to get into it. So those numbers will definitely change. Let's see. Let me take a check really quick to make sure nobody else came in. Hey, as long as you're in here and you said hi, that's the minimum requirements to get in. Let's see. Hanky number 1. I love Hank. Hanky is such a great guy. Gene, Asmail, okay. Rob the Great, another one that plays his heart out. He is always all over the place. Mig, I call him Mig. It's M1G, but I just call him Mig. Fundin is up there, nice. Beer Buffalo. Here's Soldier. But as you can see, it's only like 3, 4. Okay, 4 factions. So there's that. I think we're gonna have some fun. Okay, I'm done losing troops. Still can't believe Captain Bombay. Okay. Oh, what's left on the tile? Yeah, don't want to hit that yet. 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and I'll send Dark Fang. So I'm going to show you my ship levels now. Hanky, good to see you, buddy. I was just talking about you. Dreaded, okay. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of great people. Just this game is gonna be just like Rise to War when it comes to it's gonna be a community game. There's gonna be the heart and soul of it, and we're gonna get people trickling in. Hopefully more sooner than later, but for the most part, we're all gonna be a community, just like in Rise to War. So, Adrian, good to see you. So, I got Moonveil to 50 about 2 hours ago, maybe an hour. My Ember Helm's 46, which is probably surprises some people because he's the first ship that I usually level, but he's been out of commission. I've been using him for stations and crossings and helping people get bigger tiles. Dark Fang, I'm just leveling him because I like to surf. I got Sunder, Paladin up there. I am going to try to get Machina up there. I'm not sure how good he is on tiles. So I have just been doing war games with him until I get to 35-ish, and then I'm going to start hitting tiles. Did get Radiant to surf some tiles, but level 34 is good enough for me for Siege. Cypher's down here, Dominus, and then everybody else is just Siege and Pathing. Speaking of, where's Kraken? Because I know Kraken and Dominus are. Oh, Mjolnir's over there too. Okay, I guess I gotta click on Kraken. him close. Andrew Brown. Damn. I'm running out of room on my paper that I'm writing everybody's names down. I have to get a second sheet. Before the patch, what changed on the patch? Because I had a friend here last week, so I was kind of out of the game. I was hopping on for 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there type of thing. Dreaded hi, mom. Okay. There's always a couple funny pictures. All right, Bombay later. I know he didn't take it on purpose. And you got me and Dreaded trying to go over this way just so that we have options of movement. I mean, it's a big map and there's a lot of places to go, especially for a small team. More losses now. Now, with the changes to Machina, is Machina nerfed at all um, when it comes to farming, or when it comes to PvP? You just said it does with farming, but with PvP, Ducktales. Yes, I will look at yourself later on after the stream. Okay. I love my Astra. I think she is the best gold commander I got. It's the only one I use. Part of the reason is because I don't have enough gold commanders to level any of them, really. Okay. Almost time for the keep. Peppo. Hello. Good to see you here. Kai Kite. Nice to see you. Julian. Abraham's here. Damn, he's talk about giving away free gold and just people just show up out of the woodworks. So we are taking Carathor. Come on. Come on. No. No. I hate the zoom. Oh well. I guess I'm doing this. What do we got? A minute and 24 seconds. Gotta find my Ember Helm. Minute and 7. Okay. So where are we at? Minute 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7. Okay. Let's go. Oh, he's going to be early. Sharky. Right on time. Early is not good. Oh. Oh. Radiance. I need you. Change this to Siege. Now I gotta give Darkfang a healer. Since Darkfang's gonna be surfing while we're doing this. It's not much, but it's something. I don't care. Okay, let's start sending our ships. I know the devs have already talked about they will be fixing this issue right here where sometimes the titles will stick. They're going to be doing a 2 failsafe. So they're fixing it in the writing and whatever, but then they're also going to make it so these also have a X on it or something so you can close it manually if needed to. Really, Beer Buffalo? You're going to have to send me your setup because I know yours is probably higher mastery if you're going to be using them. I really think Sylph just has to be very um, high mastery because he's got so many things that he can use. It's like, which do you use? Let's see. Did I even hit any? Nope. How much is my radiant doing? Hasn't hit yet. Okay. Let's see. If I do this, nope. Okay, now radiant has hit. No, just dread. Did I not send my radiant? Who's here of mine? Oh, Emberhelm. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm up to 64,000, 6.4 thousand, 6.4K. I'm happy with that. Dread's doing 35. I just started building the T3 Lightcraft this morning. Okay, some people have started back. I will say one thing. Sieging a keep, I think, looks so much cooler on, screw it, on this game than on Rise to War. Because you have all these planes lining up, going in, swooping down, and hitting. Damn, lots of people showed up. Of course, oh, everybody knows me. I sent 10. Because come on, look at that. How great does that look? Grant, got to add you to the list. My paladin, I'm just trying to surf him, but he's not surfing. He's taking losses. He's taking a lot of losses. I had him going with my elemental gear because of Astra. I was using Astra to get some damage out. But I'm just doing the evade, the confusion, the chance for the second attack, and then the extra defense here. I mean, I could go down here and go into this, the extra damage when stunned. Um, I could go here and try to stun the enemy for first 4 rounds, but then that kind of contradicts the confusion because if they're stunned, then they're not attacking each other. I don't know. I think Paladin. Damn, we're already at 35%. I think Paladin's going to be a good one um, for some PvP because if you're running them full, you're not doing just the Paladin bomb. You get that um, second round attack confusion going. Ah, come on, look at that. How cool does that look? All the different ships, even though my I do have a gripe about how a lot of the ships look the same, but just that's awesome. Um, I started this game back November. I think it was November. It was shortly after the sunset notice from NetEase in Lord of the Rings: Rise to War. So they sent out that sunset, and then I've been on my you could see on my channel. I tried a couple different games, didn't like them. I came across this one, and this is a lot like Rise to War 1.0. It's under 6 minutes. Good job, guys. Great job, LCDR. So, um, started probably November. I have spent dreaded. I have probably spent $80. Angus did buy me the battle pass this season. Um, but my money I've probably spent $80 or so. And here's my ships list. Okay. I go back and forth between the Sovereign chest and the Dominion. Um, because like all my rare ships are R5. I've gotten enough schematics to make pretty much any of the epic ships to at least respect 3, most of them to respect 4. But I'm not going to use Loki or Celestial as a fighter, so they can stay down because I really believe one day, and I don't think it's too long. I want to say within the next couple months, I think the devs will end up making some kind of exchange for the schematics, whether it's like 3 Loki schematics for 1 Celestial, or 4-to-1, or something like that. Um, as far as the legendaries, I have enough, I think, to make any of them level 2, a couple of them level 3, because of those challenges every season. Because, like I said earlier, on the Elite, it gives you the requisition order. So there's 15 ish, if I counted right. 15 free pools. And then you get, oh, hold on. And then you get the schematics on hard, elite, and unreal. So you get the schematics for whatever ship you're using. So that's nice. Speaking of, since we're here, you guys get to watch. Your Guardian build for Moonveil? I have not seen your Guardian build for Moonveil. If you could send me that in Discord, that'd be great. I think green officers will be part of the exchange. Um, see, with the problem that is happening is your inventory size. I believe I heard that the inventory size they have, oh, that sucks, is like 1,000 or something like that. And after you get over 1,000, like some of your officers won't appear until you start using them. And the majority of that's going to be your green officers. They got to figure out a way to get the inventory size down because that is screwing up size of the game and different mechanics. So some kind of exchange will happen. You'll end up exchanging the green officers for the um, what is it? These things, the generic text schematics. They'll do it for, if they do it for one size ship, they're going to have to do it for all. I mean, as you can see, I got a lot of schematics for ships, and that's all from the challenges and some from the chest pools. Here is the Moonveil build I was using since we were talking about officers were for surfing. So I would just went into the healing, put a couple points in this stuff, went over here into the more healing, and then some energy damage right there into those damage skills. That's all I was doing. I ha- Moonveil I don't think I'm going to use for PvP. I want to use Emberhelm, Machina, Paladin, and I want to try out Sunder. I think there might be something there. Because there's a lot of damage skills on Sunder. So, let's see. I mean, there's a lot of damage skills. Obviously, I'm using the healing right now for tiles. Okay. One of the issues I have is three out of the five are in rounds three, starts in round three. Um, this one, you know, a lot of these have it where chance to deal additional damage, but it does fire off on round one. So that can be a huge amount of damage right there off the start on round one. Round two, you got the standard damage, but it's continuous for 2 rounds. You know, your regular round three damage. Here's another one, standard damage and additional standard damage after 1 round, and then defense. So I think there could be something here. I think you got to get the amount of points in a certain way. I mean, I don't have him Mastery 5, but I don't see anything really special in Mastery 5 except for the extra skill points. So Sunder could be cool. Oh, shout out to the developers really quick. This is something Rise to War did great, and it's very good for engagement. Is if I'm clicking on this, I should be able to click on something and see the people that killed the defenders, the top three, that did the top three most siege damage. Or at least at minimum have a report that comes out and tells you how much siege damage everybody did. Because not only is that bragging rights, but it brings people together like, hey, I'm playing, I'm gonna try to beat you this keep. Which, because like in Rise to War, everybody that knows me, I loved Siege. So I was almost always in the top three. So people would want to challenge me, which created more engagement. Oh, oh, okay. Hank, got you on the list. I got you, Gamer. Gamer 94. Hank, I got you. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on the comments, guys. It's not that they're trying to nerf the ships, they're trying to get more balance. You know, they're not trying to nerf anybody. They just want to make balance. Because, come on, people are going to argue. Like Cypher, before they did that update last season, was just completely brutal. It was killing everybody. But they did made it so it works the way that the skills are supposed to work. Does it kill everybody now? No, but does it still kill quite a few? Yes. Balance. Because I'm sorry, plain and simple, a rare ship is not supposed to be one of the top three PvP ships in the game. That's just not good for a game because then it's 100% free to play. They do want to make this free to play friendly, and I believe their adjustment to Cypher does that because Cypher's not top three, but he's in the top 10. Ember Helm, PvE, I put him in the top 5. PvP, he's probably 15th. He's probably in the middle of PvP as an overall standing, in my opinion. So you have the chance, even if you're free to play, you do have choices. I mean, Radiant's good at PvE as well. But then you get the epics, which aren't as hard to get. Like I said, look, I mean, I'm level 4. I've played what? 1, 2, 3 seasons? I mean, we had two half seasons, so count that as one. So like 3 or 4 seasons, and I got decent mastery level on a couple of these, and they're usable. So the game is very free to play friendly. Balance is the key, guys. Okay, Dwalin in Rise to War. I love Dwalin, but I'm a Frodo guy, which that's Emberhelm for me. I think that's what every free to play player should build up their Emberhelm before Cipher. I think Cipher you get to Mastery 3, but then you focus on getting Emberhelm to Mastery 5, and then back to Cipher. Because PvE is, when you're free to play, is more important. Because in the early game, if you're losing half of your strike craft trying to take one tile, it's going to slow you down. You need a good PvE ship more than a PvP when you're free to play just starting out. Because if you don't do well in PvE and farming, you're not going to do well for PvP. You're not going to be able to tile flip as much. You're not going to be able to hit some people. I mean, guys, I know everybody just wants everything done right now, but it just can't be. They got to fix certain things. But they are making fixes. I mean, come on. We get patch notes quite often. You like Cypher better than Emberhelm? For PvP, yeah, but not for PvE. And like I said, PvE is more important early game. No, the Cypher patch was a few patches ago. It was like last season or at the end of the season before that. Yeah, Sunder is good PvE. Jacob, I completely say you're wrong. I fight with my Ember Helm. Do I get squashed? Yeah, I get squashed sometimes. But there's some that I actually do decent with. I take a decent chunk out of them, or I cause a draw, or something, and I slow the enemy down, just like I did with Frodo inside Rise to War. And there's some that, let's go. Nope, nope, nope. Challenges. Battle Arena. Can I see just. Please give me just Battle Arena. Okay, here. Okay. These are just the last ones. Okay. A Sun. Okay, he doesn't have good. Let's see. Okay, here's a Cipher. My Ember Helm. Okay, this is decent. I mean, he's not a huge whale, but he's got the Mastery 5. He's got a lot of augments, but yeah, he killed me, but he's not fighting another battle without reinforcing. Okay, here's Silver Slash. Hey, he was on the stream here a little bit ago. Okay, decent. Okay, he's got him at least Mastery 3. My Ember Helm, again, look, took out 3/4 of his ship. This Cipher I beat. Okay, he's got good officers. I wouldn't put him on Cipher. I think I would go for more power, but I understand the stun immunity. Um, Emberhelm. Yeah, he's got the better officers, and he goes full on attack mode. Um, I think did I already do Machinas? Okay, was I going from the bottom? Yeah. Okay. So, oh, I hit hips twice. So here, he's got 68 left. Here he had 72. So he got two fights, the same exact outcome. So, okay, I'm losing, but again, I'm free to well, I can't say that. I'm more free to play than a lot of the spenders. I'm a low spender compared to people. Yeah, I'm losing, but I'm helping my team. This guy is not hitting anyone else until he reinforces. So he either has to recall or he's going to die pretty quickly. That's what I can do for my team. You, Jacob, you're a spender. you want to just mow over people. And as a spender, you are. But again, I'm not a huge spender. I'm okay with this result. It's not just about winning or losing. You got to think about the bigger picture about what's helping your team. Yeah, this heal skill on Cypher is great for farming. Paladin does pretty well in farming, but I can't get him to surf. Um, I'm going to kick his butt. I really am. So, like, I took this 260. He's only level 38. I've only taken a couple losses. I hit, let's see, I hit the 300 with the Paladin. This one he surfed for a few and took a lot of losses, but here was the first time he hit, a couple losses, hits the next one, couple losses, and then takes it. So he's doing okay. I mean, it's level 38, not too bad. Could be better, could be worse. No, I would 100% agree that Ember is great in PvE, but when it comes to PvP, I just say he's decent. My rating scale is complete junk, bad, decent, good, great. That's my personal ranking, and I think Ember is decent at PvP. But again, I'm looking bigger picture. I'm not trying to mow over people because I'm not that size. Oh, I agree. Cypher is better than Emberhelm in PvP. I'm just saying an overall picture. So you want to know how many are in the contest or in the drawing right now? Oh, I got one more I got to add to the list. Hold on. Let's see. We are at the magic number of 30 right now for the drawings. Okay, let's get back to doing this. I have Dark Fang right now surfing. We already took the keep, and now it is pathing, which I need to zoom out a little bit. Okay, that'll work. Um, Dominus is actually pretty good in. Oh, I forgot to erase tiles. Dominus is actually pretty good for PV as well, which I was surprised. I mean, he does have a healing skill. You don't think Ember's that is that much better than Dark Fang, Radiant, and Dread? Huge difference. Very much huge difference. Especially when you're getting heavy units. Okay, let's go back up to path and start deleting stuff. I think I might have already deleted everything. Nope. Okay. Because I only got a couple tiles left. I use all of them. I use every single one of the three that you mentioned, and I have far better results with um, Emberhelm than the other three. Plain and simple. For PvE. And like I said, I'm looking at overall picture. Without some decent resources, you are not going to be effective in PvP because you're just not going to be able to keep up with troops. Because I know in Rise, like in even in Rise to War, if I didn't have a good thing, I was using Frodo just to cause draws, but I was losing a lot of units. You're not going to be able to keep up with production, plain and simple. And I'm glad we were talking about that so I could start doing some more training. Okay, I need to get some of these guys going. More siege. Sure. Infrastructure, I'm up to Command Center 9. I'm just kind of leveling up some of the other stuff right now. Because as far as troops, I got my Morning Stars. I have I'm up to my Crushers for my Siege. So I'm happy. I got my Guardians for the Evasion. So I'm good. I'm not worried about Command Center 10 yet. I'll probably do that in 2 days. Beer Buffalo, 90 draws with Dominus. I think the most I've gotten is like 25 or 30 before he ends up taking the tile. That's awesome. I mean, the record is my record is like I think it was 264, 269 with Dark Fang. I mean, he was surfing for 18 hours plus. I would like to see some Resolute builds because I have had a couple people ask me about him, and I've seen him work a couple times in. Oh, I'm full. In PvP. Whoa, that hurts. That's the one ship on uh, two on a 300 gas tile that hurts. I don't think I don't usually take that many losses. Okay, is he full? No, I didn't fill him. But I got to put units back on him. Speaking of, I need to send everybody back. Paladin. Another cool thing about the game is right here. You can change commanders on the fly. Also, you can break them down, and it doesn't. You don't lose anything. That was one thing I did because I was trying to get multiple surfs going. I had three surfers at one time, so I ended up breaking down my officers because I was just having one Elizabeth and one Lisa, but I ended up breaking them down so I could surf with four. I had three successfully going at one time. I had Moonveil, Dark Fang, and Radiant all surfing at the same time. That fourth one, I was using Sunder, and he wouldn't get a good surf in. I was only getting like 8 to 10 surfs, 8 to 10 reports. Matt is Coach Bombay. Hey, I got a beef to pick with you. That's my tile right here. You took my surfing tile. I know you're watching the game tonight, soccer game tonight, or rugby. No, you were watching rugby. But I will get you to give me this tile back eventually. Um, oh yeah, I'm tile capped. Damn it. Yeah, it's. I was lucky to find that group of gas tiles. I got a 230, 260, and two 300s over there, but I just gave one 300 to. Um, wow, I can't believe I'm having a mind blank. I'm sorry if you're watching and I forgot. I'm having a mind fart. I just brought him over. Star Lord. Yeah, Star Lord. But yeah, I was lucky to find this little area with all these gas tiles. So I was able to get three surfing at one time, and I was trying to get a fourth surfing over here. I just couldn't get it going. Pete, not a problem. I'm doing the drawing after the live stream. That way I can make sure I get everybody's name in here. And when I spin the wheel, that's going to be recorded on video for everybody. And I want to give a shout out again to the developers for offering to sponsor the giveaways. Okay. They actually said that they would sponsor a little bit more than what I'm giving on this stream. I'm going to be honest with you. I limited it to two winners at 5K. And then as we progress through the live streams, we're going to probably start giving away, to three winners. Or maybe do one that's 5K and one 10K. I don't know. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Try to make it interesting. For this stream, all you had to do was come in and say hi. Next stream, one drawing will probably be for um, coming in and saying hi, and then one drawing I'll probably ask a question. And only the people that answer it in the comments will get it, or something like that. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Pete is a bully? Pete, who are you in game? I know Beer Buffalo's kidding, but Beer Buffalo has something against you. You got a problem. That guy loves everybody. Yeah, sure. You're going to draw anyways, and those tiles are going to come back. Ooh, I can't even fill Darkfang now. Okay, let's start sending people home. I'll do that when I'm on my phone. I'm gonna have to start getting more. I wish I could make more. Um, 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 why am I morning stars? I'm having such brain farts lately. But the problem with surfing, you hit one wrong thing and you're screwed for a while. Okay. Oh, Beer Buffalo is definitely a bully, but he's the type of bully that can kick the crap out of you and then make you smile afterwards. Dan, yeah, it is nice on the devs. They're willing to put their money where their mouth is. I mean, yes, it is in game, so it's really not costing them something, but this is something extra that they don't have to do. Just like how on the Discord, just work here. Good Helios spent so much time on the Discord, and they're doing it for free, and they're getting things done. They're moderating that. They keep the updates. They do the patch notes. They are also a middleman between us and the devs. Like they'll write down some of the ideas that they see us post, and they'll try to push forward as well. So it is good. No, I have not shown the build for Radiant Surfing. So with Radiant Surfing is very tricky. You definitely have to have a good healing officer, but then you also want more like this one. I'm giving more defense, less power. This one I did for the initiative just to help go first, but I didn't upgrade her. This one, higher defense, some power. Because if you make him too powerful, he is going to just take the tile. Because he has this healing skill here. It's a damage skill that also does healing. And it's to one unit. So you're going to want a mono stack. Especially like you want to use heavies. Heavies are the key, are so crucial to farming. But you just put the points in these, and then I put a couple points in XP, and I just pretty much wasted points in here because I didn't want to put too much damage skills. So, I did this one just so that I get the damage received minus 5%. When you're surfing, any kind of heal, any kind of damage reduction is great. Um, and then over here, I just put 1 point in here just because. So the important thing is you need to get some points in here. You need a healing officer, and that's pretty much it. You know, this is the main tree for surfing, but you got to be careful that you're not going to do too much damage. So officers, blue officers, and then a heal support. That's how I got my radiant to surf. And like I said, here's a little damage reduction. This I was able to do because I was farming on I was surfing on a 260 gas. Um, when he was like level, I don't know, 25 or 26, maybe on 24, somewhere around that is when I started having him farm on that 260 gas, and he did fine. I mean, I got 40 reports on him, and I think he lost maybe a quarter of his supply, which ideally you want less, but like I said, he's up to 34. Tech Ops. Corsair. Okay. Adding you to the list, bud. Uh, okay. So Moonveil is easy to surf because he's got so many healing skills. Let's see who else. Emberhelm is a little tricky because he likes to do damage, but you pretty much max this out and then a couple points into the damage skills. I've never been able to get a really good surf. I think most reports I've gotten with him is like 25. Dark Fang's very easy. I mean, you just put points into his heal right here, and then something like this did the stun to get rid of extra points. I did put 1 point in here to get a stun on the enemy. And then I did a couple points here and this is a good skill right here for surfing. Standard damage, and target's next attack deals much less standard damage, so it's another damage reduction skill. So that's how you get Darkfang to surf. Sunder. Sunder is trickier to surf. You pretty much just go all into the healing and then a couple points into the damage skills. But a lot of times you'll have skills left over. Like I had skill points that I didn't use on him because if I used them, he would just take the tile without surfing. Paladin, I haven't really. I already just went over Radiant. I've gotten him to surf a little bit on a 200, but I'm not as worried about him. Dominus, you can surf. Dread, you can surf at Mastery 5 because you need this healing skill and then a healing officer to truly be able to surf with Dread. Valkyrie's one that I want to test out surfing later on. I mean, it has the heal. It's got a bunch of different energy skills. Radiation. You got our damage reduction here. So I think Valkyrie can surf. Let's see, who else? Mjolnir can surf. Somebody was surfing with Tempest. I don't remember who it was. It's either Loki or Odin. One of those two can surf. Um, Sylph, I did get to surf a couple seasons ago. Hammerhead, you can surf with medium units. But on the medium units, you want the tier 3. What was it? Glaives, I think it is, for Vanguard. That was the one unit I had the most success surfing with Hammerhead. Matt, yeah, I talked about that earlier. I think that's, again, I'm not speaking for the devs. Don't know anything. In my opinion, I think within the next 2 to 3 months they will have an exchange for the schematics or XP, all of that because it's going to be something crucial to the game. They give out a lot of, oh, that's perfect zoom. They give out a lot of schematics and things like that, but yeah, I think, whoa, what happened up here? I think they'll have it within 2 to 3 months. Okay, Ember Helm, not a problem. Then hit Dark Fang. Okay. I like how Paladin shows 20, but I know it wasn't 20. How many guys does he have? Yeah, it's a little bit too little. Right there, and he can surf. So when you're surfing, the biggest things, skills, okay, then officers. Do your healing skills, your damage reduction, a little bit of damage, and your officers. There's nothing wrong with trying to use the blue officers for surfing, because like look at my just dark thing. Yeah, like I'm using the blue officers because if I use the purple, it's giving out too much damage, and he's just taking the tile. He's not surfing. So those are things to think about. Oh, yay! Some tiles released. Let's go. Let's go move a few more tiles. Hey. Uh oh. I want to go that way. I can't believe I got to call my Sunder over for 60 tile, but that's all right. Sunder's not as important to me. Beer Buffalo, you've gotten Valkyrie to surf. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I think with that healing skill, a little bit of damage reduction, then you got or the evade, and then you got a healing officer. Should be able to, no problem. Just not a high priority at this moment. Nick, with all respect, who didn't bully Loda during the game? Loda was an easy target. A lot of people bullied Loda or tried to. Okay, let's see. I'm really done farming. At this point, the only time I pick up a tile is just kind of on my path. So, okay, they're both the same size. Another tip: sieging keeps or moving to a new area. Build 2 forts at the same time. That way you can get more ships going. Since you can't speed up the upgrades, I will. Damn, I will always make multiple forts. I don't like how much he's losing. Okay, I'm gonna try something to see if this helps. should have checked how much time was left on the draw. Okay. And then screw it. I'm gonna do the stun. And then what else? Yeah, it's none of this. It's into that one. I got 10. Okay. And the only reason, I mean, this isn't huge skill at all. It's just I need to put the points somewhere. So we're going to try this with the stun as well to see if that helps on his surfing. No, I don't have a Star Weaver. Um, that's one that I have wanted. Funny story is I was opening a chest and Sun Warden came up, and I was like so excited, and then I was like, "Oh, that's not Star Weaver." I had to turn off the game. I was so disappointed. But speaking of, let's do some chests. What do you guys say? I got 35 requisitions. Let's see. I can still get Star Weaver, Aegis, Revenant. Not sure. I think I want Star Weaver the most. Yeah, I think I want Star. Let's check out the Dominion ones. Uh, who else can I get over here? Tyrant, Astaroth, Leviathan, Widow, Cryptic would be kind of cool. I think he would be fun to use. Okay, nope. Let's go and just do this one. So, I truly believe in just opening one chest at a time because I swear you get better results. At least it feels like that when I did these. Okay, there's one. But yeah, like I said, when it comes to um, surfing, it's just about balance. Officers are easy to replace. Who'd I get? Revenant. Okay. It's always good to get another ship, and I'm only 5 pulls in. Yeah, I thought about Overlord too, but it just seems like there's too many Overlords out there. Hammerhead. I am getting sick of getting green officers, so I'd rather get these. I have no problem getting these. I am perfectly fine with those. This is what kills me. Okay. Ooh, another Moon Veil. Okay. Is he a support? I don't think I have any of him. Valkyrie. Okay, we're 20 pulls in. I got an invite for Revenant. I've gotten, what, 5 purple? I think 5 purple schematics. I got a support officer. So not bad so far. And we got 15 to go. Radiant. Ooh, double gold. Yeah, there's another Star Weaver. Hey, devs. Come on, I saved you money by only doing 2 winners this one. Give me Star Weaver. Ooh, there's another purple. Hammerhead. Another hammerhead. Aegis. Really? A double hammerhead? What is that, like 7 hammerheads? Yeah, more support's always good. I need the level stuff, especially since like I said, I broke down. Okay, there's another Michael. Since I broke down all my support officers to make multiple healers, just for while I was trying to surf everything. Okay, another Moon Veil. Is that Revenant? No, that's Loki. Okay, one more pool. Ooh, hey, I got quite a few of those for 35 pools. Not bad. I'll take it. You know what? Another one. I'm gonna do the 3 just to get to the fifth for the purple. Another moon. Oh, Elysian. Okay. Oh, oh. Limited time offers. Okay. So, thanks, John. Oh, I was trying. I don't think the wish list, everything I've heard, the wish list doesn't really help. Okay, so I took a quick look at these yesterday. Okay. Um, so, I got a Revenant one. I like this idea. I truly like this idea. Gold, requisition order, then you got the resource buffs, and another relocation token. I love this, but I think the price is too high, devs. I think maybe make this be different. Maybe make this like 6.99 or 7.99. This should be like 13.99 or 14.99. I mean, you get the hours, you get the gold, everything. Great. I love the packs. I don't like the price, and that's just my honest opinion. Um, this one, $50 for this. I don't know. I would say 30 to 35. I think more people are going to be inclined to maybe buy these if they're a little bit cheaper. But I do love this idea of these limited time offers. I'm going to check my wish list in just a minute, Dan, because I haven't set that for many seasons. You know, if I'm going to purchase, honestly, it's going to be these for the first time. It's going to be these gold packs over the limited time offers right now. If they're a little bit cheaper, yes, I would actually maybe consider buying those. Like these should pop up, I think, I don't know, day 5-ish, day 6-ish, when you're trying to get your command center to level 8 or 9 or 10. Okay, let's go back in here and check wish list. Who do I got? I got Moonveil, and I got Hammerhead. Huh. Some bitch. Okay, who else could I put on here? Oh, none of the other ones I really like. So I guess Hammerhead it is. Who is this one? This one's Sun Warden. That's right, because I was trying to get him leveled. I think Paladin. So we'll try it out. Why not? Okay, now let's go over to Dominion. Okay, I got Sunder and Corruptor. I think those were the two that I think I needed to change one of them to Machina. Uh, Corruptor's somebody I got too last season. So I was happy about that. Dominus. I do not. I think Sovereign has the better legendary ships. Yeah, I think it's just Dominus there. Okay, so maybe the wish list is working since I got like 7 schematics for Hammerhead. Corruptor I got to Mastery 4. I'm almost to 5. So he's going to be something that I'm going to be using next season. I wanted to try Paladin first. Now, how many use Revenant? Okay, so if the devs are watching, see, Jono, like at this point, I don't think the resource bundles are needed. Okay, so most probably won't buy. That's why I was saying, like I said, day 4, day 5, something like that. So, Corsair, I'll spend if the prices were better. Like I said, I reflect the price, reflect the timing on these specific packs. John, a couple days ago, then it'd be more beneficial. Yeah, Dan, I know Mjolnir is a good one. I get crushed no matter who I use, who I have against a Mjolnir. But I never want to be that guy that just does what everybody else does. Okay, so let's take a look at Revenant. Okay, energy damage. Okay, Terra Strike Craft. I will never use Terra Strike Craft. Elder Strike Craft. Okay, long range. Close range strike craft reduction. Long range chance to follow up. Okay, the healing damage skill. 3, 6, and 9. Okay. Damage reduction. Okay. A debuff and a heal. Okay. Okay. Energy damage and then stun. Okay. This is actually a decent skill tree. Wait, let me see something. Okay, and it removes a random debuff no matter what. That's nice. With 1 point in it. Terror Strike Craft, long range, damage dealt, recovery received plus 2. Okay, I'm not too excited about him. I mean, you got some opportunity for farming, I think, between this, this, and this. But yeah, I don't see him that great. What do you guys think? A couple people use Revenant and Solid. Okay. Okay, I can see that, Jono. Dominion has a lot more usable ships at lower respect. Okay, I can see that. Gold Gear LTOs are the best. Widow does good against MJ. Okay. Yeah, last season it was last season. No, the season before it was easy. I would just run from an MJ or just hit him with my take the hit with my Ember Helm just to cause a draw, but I would lose most of my ships. And again, I'm just putting points in there. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Let's get some more tiles. Okay. You know what? I'm done. I'm done with this damn draw thing, so let's go home. Let's close it and let's restart it. Did I close it or just skip it? Okay. Good, Pather. Hey, I got nothing wrong. Every new ship is great. They can path, they can siege. Hey, every ship has a use. Karst Karsten Camper. Okay, let me add you to the list because this is the first time I'm seeing you right. Karsten Camper. Okay. Revenant, Abraham Revenant is my number 1 through 3 PVE. Okay. Ultra Ultra Whales and Still Season quest to defeat patrols is not completed. Okay. Question from Karsten Camper. Why do I not see more than 4 officers in stores? So just the packages, but not the dedicated offers for ships. Okay, one thing about having, like, when they do the LTOs with the officers and they're using a lot of the same officers, a lot of that is, okay, he's still decent, is, just like in Battle Pass, okay? Certain ones are always going to be in Battle Pass because that is one thing that adds value to the Battle Pass. Like right here, you have Morgan. So if you're buying the Battle Pass, you're going to get multiple Morgans every season, and it's going to help you to augment. Don't care about the blue ones. Who else was in here? I think Axel's in here. That's a blue one. Yeah, here's Axel. It's another one, so it adds value because you're guaranteed to be able to augment. Rise of War did the same thing. Okay, Calypso. I'll be able to refine Calypso once because I've only done this one other time. And that was when they gave it away for free. Ooh, I like him. I want more of him. I haven't even looked through the Battle Pass. Okay, back here. Okay, recall. Is it this one? Back here in the later levels, they need to get rid of some of these boosts. They gotta make sure that they level. Like right here, these construction boosts. At this point, even a casual player is going to be far enough to where they're not going to use these. So that's something that could be adjusted. Oh, yay, I'm getting another Elizabeth. I think I need one more for the next augment when I put them all together. And same thing with the LTOs. They're trying to add value by making it so you can get more so you can augment. I hope that answers your question, or at least what my opinion of the answer for your question is. Is this kind of the right build for Machina? Here to here, and then start going into these three. Am I right on that? If somebody could send me a Machina build with 39 points, how I'm supposed to build it for tiles or PVE, that would be greatly appreciated. If you could message it in game or explain it on Discord 1 and 2, that would be amazing. Let me check something here. Come on. We didn't expect. Okay. Sameto's another very active guy. Here's Baker. I have never been one for um, spreadsheets because a lot of this stuff I just remember or I can theory craft it in my head. Okay. Coach Bombay. Yeah, you got read the riot act a little. It's all right, bud. Hi, Jacob. I normally don't go really in the chats, the private chats, whether it's private message or guild or faction, because you never know what's going to be said, or people are talking about strategy or anything like that. You never want to give things away. 25 okay, 25 regions. This is one thing I like. You only get the gold if you complete the chapter. Rise to War, you got all the rewards no matter what. I do think they need some adjusting, especially like this one, enemy patrols. Enemy patrols are not as crucial to the game as they were in Rise to War. So this number needs to be dropped. How many days does it ever tell us how many days we are in it? Does anybody know if there's a spot that tells us exactly how many days we've been in this season? Okay, that's how a surf should look. You do a little bit of damage, you don't take any losses. Okay, let's see here. Did that answer your question, Carton's camper? Widow and Eclipse are bugged currently. That's why they wiped Dominus and you're currently at 10 levels lower. Okay, that's good to know. Widow and Eclipse are bugged. I'm glad I don't use them, to be honest with you, because I will never pay attention to the bugs as much. I will run a build how I think it should be built, and then I will go over the reports later and see if something's not working right. But I will never build for a bug, because I know there was a bug where there was like an evasion skill or something, and all you needed is 1 point, which technically was supposed to give you 10% chance to evade, but it was giving you the evade no matter what. And I forget which ship that was on, but that was a few seasons ago. Yeah, when you ever get an invite for a ship, there'll be an LTO for that ship. Um, 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 there it is, stores to buy some of the mastery for it. Like for legendary, you get 3 for $20. I mean, where I'm at, 3 was probably going to. Let's see, 3 would probably get me to a higher mastery. How many do I have? I got 17, so 4 is the first level. I think 15 is level 2, 18 is level 3, so that would be 6, 5, 4, so 15. So I'd be at mastery 3 right now, and then I'd be like 1 or 2 away, 2 or actually no, 2 or 3 away from mastery 4 if I were to buy that. Ignore the craft. Yeah, I've heard to use werewolves. Yeah, but for farming, it doesn't matter. You use heavies almost on almost everything to farm because you just don't take the losses. I'm jealous. I know you spent a lot of money to get this, but oh, that sucks. I get 50% chance to deal radiation. I think mine does it guaranteed. Okay, so well, I don't have respect for there, bud. Where am I supposed to go first? Does order matter? Oh, you don't even have any points into this one. And you put the points in there. Close range receipt. Okay. So I got 3 of them. 3 out of your 4. Let me take a look at my Astra. I think my Astra is guaranteed. Um, Paladin's got. Oh, mine's every 3 rounds. That's why it's guaranteed. Yours is 50% chance each round. Okay. That was the difference. And it was funny because both of my Astras have the same exact skill. So technically yours is a little bit better. Because yours has 50%. It's going to be every other. Okay. The limited time offers just come random. Like they do them at certain points. You'll get one whenever you open, whenever you get an invite. They'll do the limited time offers. It seems like they're trying to do these like once a week, once every other week. Um, and like I said, a lot of times the limited offers are going to have some of the same ones just so that you can augment. I remember the last limited time offers they did. They had quite a few this time, and they did a bunch of different gold officers. But to be honest with you, that's my thoughts is just probably trying to add value so that you can augment. Um, I don't pay attention to these because again, I'm a very low spender, and if I'm gonna spend, I'm going to just probably do either this 9.99 or this 19.99 to where I get double the gold for the first time. But maybe some of the other guys can answer more about that. Ahmad, you're back. I'm assuming you had to go for something. Okay, let's go back into world chat because I actually need to use the facilities to the bathroom really quick, and I need to get a refill on my drink. So I'm gonna have to put you guys down for a minute and leave you in world chat. Okay, so just give me like 3 or 4 minutes, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. So, I had this thought while I was doing my thing. What do you guys think about the game is War of Nova, but Nova and Thyron, however you want to pronounce it, it seems like both are the capitals. So, one's not more important than the other. So, it's kind of having like two end game stations. So, what do you guys think about that? I kind of like the thought of that because it's more area to fight for and people to get top spots. But who actually wins if one team has Thyron and one team has Nova? What do you guys think? Bye, Grant. And thanks to Dan and Canscaper for coming in. What level did I use Dark Fang for 300s? Make sure you're on a gas tile so you don't hit corruptors. But I probably was, I don't know, level 32 with Dark Fang. But make sure you have heavies for one. Oh well. Make sure you have heavies definitely. And I want to say like 32 to 35. I mean, there's nothing even wrong with surfing on a 260. Oh, I need to check him. He's getting lower than I like. Yeah, he's starting to take losses. Pull him off. As Jono said, there should be some form of a reward for teams with most areas holding Nova, making it more competitive, or even just a badge similar to Rise to War. Yes, that would be nice. Like a history, that would be great. I agree. Because who knows who won last season? I really hate the zoom on um, BlueStacks because I can't get it just how I like it. Okay, like here I took one loss. Speaking of, do I have? Oh, I got the low healer on him. That's why. Let me get a better healer on him and he'll be fine. Um, Paladin. Let me get Radiant. I forgot to do this. Radiant and then change augment. This is also the coolest feature. Is just being able to change augments without having to break down the gear. I love that. Okay. But I got no problem surfing on either 260, 300, even a 230 works. ALNDL. Okay. I put your name on here on the list for the drawing. There should be some sort of reward for who controls Nova at the end, and maybe a bit smaller reward for who controls Thyron. Okay, I can see something like that. I am still trying to level at the same time as I'm pathing. It's the only reason I take these tiles right now. Does he have gear? Nope. He needs the support. Who's is not going. You're not hitting anybody for now. Yeah, there would be nice to have a history. There would be nice to have, you know, different rewards. So it means something to actually grab Nova instead of just bragging rights. I don't know. They have these when they made this game, and they have some ideas to like adjust things. Some of them are good. Some of them are incomplete. I don't know. I kind of like the fact that there's Nova and Thyron. I just think it needs to be somewhat different. I don't know. Because like last season, okay, we were in well were we Arcos last season? Rogs with Candy. Um I think it was Arcos. But anyways, like we got kicked out of Nova, but we were able to go into Firon and still fight very competitively, and then we could move back into Nova. There was two places for us to fight the top two teams, so that was really nice. I had that thought too, Jono, about maybe remove Pyron and just make it one big ass area for Nova and make holding Nova a lot more competitive, a lot more potential for free to play players to hold tiles in the area. Yeah, that part I get. Um, Definitely would give more room for free to play players. Okay, I need to go this way. More tiles, but a big area, that's kind of hard because even though it gives the free to play players easier way to hold tiles, the person that actually captures it, that much area to try to control. But I'm also thinking long term, as in right now we have the players to make three or four factions competitive, truly competitive for the win. I think when we get full servers, like 7 or 8 factions full, I think that becomes too hard for any team to win. And don't get me wrong, it would definitely pick up the PvP, the tiling battle, but at the same time, the people that capture Nova, they deserve the recognition. They shouldn't have to kill themselves to try to keep it, in my opinion. I do like the end of season rewards, Pete. I think it's great, the gold. I think it's generous because you're getting the rewards based on your effort inside the season. Because, I mean, we've all played games. Like, how often do we have players that just kind of do nothing all season and then expect the rewards from them? So, I do like that aspect. I really like that aspect. I do think they need to think about more items like speed ups. Like right now, perfect example is the boost, XP boost, War Games boost. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the only way to get it is just buying it with the gold. You can't get it in the battle pass. Can you get it in the daily? Oh, okay, you can get it in the daily. Gold, okay. Actually, that might actually be worth it. What is it, 20 or 30% boost? I think that should be an item thrown in Battle Pass. I think some of these should be thrown in Battle Pass. The mining boost. But yeah, the end of the season rewards are great. You get gold, so you can buy this stuff. You can do extra chest pulls with the gold. So Oh man, I'm tile capped. Okay. Oh crap. Before I do this, let's see where I'm at. I am a 31st production rank. Okay. That's kind of nice. And I still have 90s. I still have 30 90s. A crossing point between Nova and Firon. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Okay. It's time to get rid of 30 tiles. Yeah, I don't even need to look at them. I'm probably going to drop a tile that's like connecting one of my um, surfing tiles or something. Okay. Where are these? Okay, that's fine because there's somebody. Oh, nope. This one doesn't have anybody standing on it. Okay. This one should be next to the 260 tile. Yeah, 230 tile. Okay. You're doing that. Okay. I'm going to work on trying to get Emberhelm to surf again. And he's still flying and returning to base. So, Machina, level 34. Can I take 260s without losses? I'd be using heavies, obviously. At 34, what level tile should I be looking at taking without any losses? I know some people are probably going to say I should be leveling up my corruptor, but I'm not ready to do that. I don't know, level 34 is kind of hard to justify war games. Well, a smaller map, Jono says, a smaller map with the current player base would be a great idea, making it more early PvP rather than 2 weeks of Farmville and only a real fight in the middle. Well, as the game sits, I think you can get to PvP in 5 days, maybe six. Because you got some of these that can just push out, and right here, like they're fighting, they start fighting early. I think you can get PvP in 5 games. I do think the map is a little big, but I don't think pushing PvP is too good because so many people are casual players. I think like right now in Stonar, great group LCDR. They've been great. They've welcomed me in. They're up for hearing advice. They let me do my thing. They let me help when I can. But I think I'm the only one with a level 50. I think Sharky's at 49. A couple others might be in the mid 40s, but they're not ready for fighting yet. And there's too many of those players in the game. I shouldn't say too many. There's a lot of those players in the game that they need a little extra time. And just like the busy factions, okay, the absolute full factions, Vanguard, Ogrex, Arcos are almost always going to be full factions. Farming is harder when you're a full 200 person faction or whatever number it is because you run out of tiles, so you need extra time. They did open up these back areas so that you can get to them now, which creates more farmland, which was good. I liked the idea that when we first started, these were locked. You could not travel into them. You only got into them if you got uprooted from your spawn area. so it gave you a safe place to farm. I liked that too. That was pretty cool. But they opened this up, so that helps with the farm. But there's still sometimes a lack of tiles in the spawn area if you are a full faction. So you need an extra day or two to farm once you get these um, crossings unlocked. That's my opinion. Andre, welcome to the chat. Brother Kays agrees with the connection of both planets. Um, okay, machine not sure about the level. You got PvP in 2 days? Did you start when the server started, Andre? Well, oh, 2,000 strikecraft lost. For early game, that's kind of a lot. Because how many people really have full barracks? And plus, these pins are weird. I haven't figured out the system that they use. How many hours between updates, and why do they keep disappearing and then reappearing? I haven't figured out their pin system. Every Baker Street, the idea of having every third season having a smaller map to focus more on fighting. Okay. Abraham, the machine and nerve doesn't really affect damage dealt, but it does ruin its counter against unit builds. Okay. Jono, the good thing about Rise of War was early PvP and having to fight with what you have rather than always having. Well, with Rise of War, it wasn't always early PvP. There was sometimes it was a long time. Just depended on the server you were on. It if you had a couple of the bigger teams, like Toby, Bear, who else was there? Panda. There was just a bunch of them. If you had a couple of them, you would rush through the seasons. And then they made them timed, which sucked, which slowed down PvP. What do you like more compared to Rise to War? Um, I liked Rise to War better. I'm not gonna lie. That had the lore. I love the movies. I'm I'm dumb. I hate reading books. Okay, it's just a waste of time. I don't have that imagination when I'm reading a book. But I absolutely love the movie, so I love the lore behind it. It's easy to picture a face and say, "Oh, I know what he does," or what his stuff does. It's harder with the space theme. I like the mechanics of War of Nova because they're like Rise to War 1.0. I did like Rise to War 2.0 the most, but there's some of the mechanics. I got used to the space theme. That was the hardest part for me. Um, but just like in Rise to War, this is becoming a community game, and it will be that going forward. You're going to have your base group of players that play the game, that love the game, or the players that are here for their teammates. And that's where the community is. I mean, if it wasn't for like a lot of you guys I know from Rise to War, and I've jumped around a couple teams, trying out different teams, helping different teams or whatever. But at first, before I got used to the space thing, it was the community that kept me here. And now that I've been here for a couple more seasons, I like it more and more. I'm seeing more and more positives. The developers are, bar none, 1,000 times better for this game than they were for Rise to War. Rise to War, the developers were lazy. They stopped making updates, or they would just like make one update to make you think that they were really working on it. There was no communication. This game is still early. I mean, it's less than a year old, I believe. I believe It came out last May or June is when the pilot came out. Um, so it's less than a year old, or even about a year old. This type of game, it takes a while to get things rolling. So, Rise to War, yes, I liked better. This, since I don't have Rise to War, is would be my second choice out of. I mean, I must have tried 30 games after Rise to War. I did post videos on some of them, like how it was to start out. I think I did maybe 7 or 8 videos on different games, and then I also played a couple games without videos. But without Rise to War, it's this game. Sorry, I know I kind of ramble sometimes. Troop combos. Okay, Pete. I wish that solid troop combos was a little more diverse. Seems like tons just running heavies. I agree with you, Pete, and I think that will happen here in the near future. Like, I pretty much just run heavies. Um, but there's some of these ships that require specific, okay, like Hammerhead. Hammerhead needs the medium units, which is great. That brings another troop combo into existence. Um, Dominus, you're going to use a tank unit, and then you're going to use um, some ranged units like harpies or whatever. That was good. They people they nerfed harpies because originally when the game came out, harpies were just way too strong. Everybody used harpies for everything. So they needed a nerf to kind of balance it a little bit. Heavies are hands down the absolute best unit to use for farming. They will end up nerfing those, I guarantee it, so that they're not as tanky. But there is some small troop combos you can use, but I think more will be coming as well. Hey, I got some free. Let's see. Okay. I don't even know where I'm headed. I'm just heading this way. Okay. Brother K says, I don't mind waiting for PvP. I just don't want to only have 20-ish days. Um, I agree with you. 100%. But, so right now, did they change the description? Okay, this is not accurate. Right now, they're trying to run 30-day seasons. Okay, I like 30-day seasons better than 60-day seasons. But I think we need more than 30 days. I think 40 to 45-day seasons is the answer. 60 days was just way too long on Lord of the Rings. And I'm also more talking for the future because in the future, when we have more players, you can get on a server and just get completely demolished. Like we did the first season or two that we were here, all the Rise to War players. Um, so 60 days is too long. I think 30. One of the things about 30 days, okay, because we are a smaller player base right now, 30 days makes it so if somebody is dominating, which in the past has been CMPS, now it kind of looks like Tower and Lock are the powerhouse of the game. If they are dominating too much, it's not going to happen for too long. But with the 30-day season, okay, everybody can change factions multiple times and see what they like. So if somebody's dominating, okay, we're going to change it up. Allies are going to change, things like that. So with the smaller base, I see 30 days. I still think it should be 40, but it's a lot better than 60, in my opinion. Brother K's, I am stoked for what's to come for this game. I am too. That is why I am actually doing this still, making videos and doing these live streams because the devs have me very hopeful. Yep, Andre agreed. Rise to War had the story and it was a great game. Absolutely. Abraham, I don't really run heavies for PvP. Yeah, it's more for PvE. I do four on PvP too as well because of the units or because of the ships that I use. But that will change now that I have more ships. Brother K, 40 to 45 sounds good. If we had lore, I'd go 60 days. Andre says every month farming is boring. Okay. Abraham has been taking it easy because of over farming. Yeah, I get it. You also got to remember with these mechanics, it takes longer to get places because you have to have a connecting tile. Because remember in Lord of the Rings, you just had to have range and then you could take the tile anywhere. So, well, in 2.0 anyways. So it was faster just getting across the map. Because I mean, I'm not saying this has happened. I'm just using this as an example. Okay, say I want to get to Arcos to fight. Okay, from over here. How many forts is that? One, two, three, four, five, six. I'm calculating range. Seven. Say here would be seven forts. So seven, 2.5 hours each. What are we at? 18, 19 hours. And then that only puts me halfway. That's not including the travel time to take each tile. Add another 45 minutes to an hour per range, right? Uh, let's see. 45 seems a good opportunity. But again, you're still going to have the same thing where the first week you're going to be farming your ass off. I mean, this is probably the most resources I've ever had and actually sustained. Um, I usually generally if I'm happy if I'm like 40K all the way across the board, and that's sustainable. You can fight a lot with that. Oh, hey, look, hey, another Machina, and I won. See, Emberhelm's not bad, and he's got good officers. See, huh? That's right. Okay, sorry. Again, I love Emberhelm, and I believe Emberhelm should be a free to play player's best friend. I don't like the fact that he's losing one each fight. Play too much, you run out of resources, brother Case. Yeah, but your resources last you a long time. You get a full barracks, and you can fight solid for days. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm going to Arcos. I'm just saying I'm pathing to here because we got Omega here, Alder in here. We got two ways out. Well, actually three, but two of them are right here out of our area. You got a crossing over this way, and then you got two right here. So it's natural. What are you going to do? You're going to open up your options to spread out. And like I said, we're a smaller team. I mean, LCDR is, I believe, the only team in our area. There's a couple um, single players. There's a couple spy accounts. There's one part of the game that I hate. But look, we only have 46 players. So we're doing good. with 46 players. Because I'm ahead of the game, I told them I would take care of the pathing. And I'll set up a bastion over here, and we're good. You just started CC9. Yeah, I mean, 10 is just so expensive. Like, I'm not even thinking about doing 10. I'll start fighting before I get 10. What time is it for me? Okay. Oh, damn, I don't have that much. Okay. That looks good. And then can I do a couple of these at least? Yeah, Stonear Crushers, 21 siege. Haha. I love that. Thermal damage received. I never even looked at their abilities. Oh, okay. Interesting. And I gotta switch out my pathers. Are you close to no and no? Okay, let's switch out some pathers here. Yeah, because in Stonear, I couldn't get Vanguard heavies until I had CC8. So I ended up building a lot of the Lancers, and I was using those because they were the easiest medium unit, and medium's better than the lights because the light craft are going to just die so quickly. Kraken, come home. And who's got stamina left? Okay, you're going to sit out for a while. Beer Buffalo, thank you for coming and hanging out for so long. I truly appreciate it. Hey, I got a use for you there, buddy. You get to be a pather. And there's another thing that drives me nuts about this game is you can have one unit and actually die on a level 1 tile. I'm sorry, but you should be able to be carrying a feather and take a level 1 tile. Because I know everybody's done it before where they've had a light craft with just one unit on it and it has died. Oh, where these guys came in? Okay, no, let's use you. And another reason why I'm using the Lancers is their speed. They've got a higher speed than the Stonear ships, the light craft. Okay, let's get some guys rolling this way. Damn, 27 minutes. Nope. Odin. I need to start taking ships off of people. I don't like scrolling this much. And Corruptor. Okay. I'll tell you what, I am a little jealous though. This here I want to be involved in. I do notice frogs are not over here. Well, let's see what's going on. We got Tyrannus on this side. We got Ograk. Oh, oh no, they made it across. Where's the crossing at? Oh, there it is. Okay. So Tyrannus, Jedi's come across. Oh wow. Jedi's pushing far. Here's Ograx. How come almost every tile I've just clicked on is all Valor? That's not a surprise. Okay, so they're making the Ograx or Tyrannus is trying to get to the station. Okay. I like a good tile war. What's going on over here? Yeah, Lock and Tower seem to be the new powerhouse in the game over CMPS. Okay, we got some tower over here. I bet I'm going to find Hanky tile somewhere over here. Telesco, Space Cowboy. Where are you, Hanky? Mary? Who's Mary? I've seen her name a lot last season. Is Hanky sleeping? Where's the crossing for this? Do they have to go this way to get in there? Terry had to come all the way down here to get into that area? Wow. That seems like a little bit far. Okay, good job, Tara. But they're gonna take that eventually. So that's good. So I'm gonna be wrapping this up in a couple minutes. So before I go, is there anything anybody wants me to explain, whether it's surfing or how to set up a certain ship or anything? Come up with a question and I will answer it. Well, if I know the answer. But there is enough of us here. Damn. There is enough of us here that somebody should be able to answer it. I swear my surfing goes usually better than this. I don't know what's going on. Ember Helm's 3 minutes out, and then I'm going to send him up here to surf. Try to set him up. Corsair, we're about 24 hours into it. So you just started the game. Where are you, Corsair? What race are you? Faction. Anything going on here? No. Okay. Damn, almost to my limit. Do I fight with Sunder? I am going to try to fight with Sunder. I brought it up earlier in the feed because he's got a lot of damage skills. I mean, one problem I do see with the damage skills is 3 out of the 5 are trigger on round 3. So if you get stunned or confused on round 3, you are screwed with Sunder. But like this level 1, this has potential. Um, Deal standard damage, and then it has 50% chance to deal an additional damage. So I'm going to assume that this should be at 200%. Both of these numbers will be 200% damage, standard damage. So if that actually does trigger and you get the 50% chance in round 1, then that's a good start to a fight. 400% damage on round 1 is a good start. You got this one here. It's going to be a little bit less damage, but it's continuous for 2 rounds. So that's nice. And then you got these round 3 ones where this one deals an additional percentage as well, which is nice. Same as this. So there's a lot of damage. You got defense minus 8%, standard damage. I think there's potential. I really do. I mean, I think you're not going to go into this tree when you're doing PvP. I mean, it does have a healing skill, but I think you're going to be just trying to do a glass cannon, you know, like Cypher. You're just looking to do as much damage as possible early on. But I'm going to try him. And if he fails, he fails. Did that say Sunder was almost empty? Oh, okay. Let's see. Thank you, ALNDL. Thank you. Um, Brother K, sorry we don't condone Zorro behavior. Well, I don't know what that means, but I know, like I said, Frog's in Ograx too, so I'm assuming Frog does not like Zorro coming down here to fight Tyrannus by that comment. Okay, I get it. You don't know, people don't always agree with their um, faction team, faction mate. It happens. I get it. Might as well build these while I got people coming. Hello. Where are we at? Oh, I need to send Ember up there because I'm going to try to get him to surf. It bothers me that I can't get him to surf. Well, I can, but it's tricky because he's at level 46. But first, he's going to take this out because he's full stamina. Of course, he's probably naked. Corsair, what's your name in game? And which team are you on? Are you on Hive Mind? Who else is over there? Jedi? Somebody else. What's the third team? Damn it. Um, Jedi, Hive Mind, Obi-Wan. Okay. I spent time with Jedi. Good group of guys. I played with Frog last season. I played with Rogs, which was me and Candy and a few other people. Um, that was fun. I played with Tower one season. Um, let's see, who else have I played with? And I don't mean faction mates. I just played with. Okay, I think that's it. And then Rogs is down here. I definitely like going to different teams and meeting new people that I don't know. Being able to help with builds or tiles or strategies, that kind of stuff. Oh, you're just okay. A lot of people have different YouTube names than in game. Okay, you're Obi-Wan. Okay, I get it. Ember. Let's see. I know that's where they're at. I still got 16 minutes until they get there. Okay. Here's a Corsair. Here's a big tip for early game. The first few days. Do not waste putting resources into building your processing, your resource buildings. Only level them up to finish a chapter. Don't waste your resources. Okay? Your resources are better spent hangar, fabrication, tech lab. storage. Okay. And just same thing like over here in the quarters. If you know which units you're going to use, don't waste your resources building. Like, I know I'm not going to use any of these Stonar ships over here. Okay. So I'm not going to waste my resources to build the base or anything like that. I mean, did I even. Oh, this was required for a chapter. But I use Vanguard. I needed the mediums, but I use the heavies. Eldarin, I use just this one, the knights, because of their evade. So don't waste resources. Brother Case is absolutely right. You guys should be solid with everyone you have in that faction. Like I said, Jedi, I played with them. Good group of guys. There's a few of them that are willing to help people learn. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. That's how we all grow. That's how the game gets bigger. Because for a split second, I was thinking, hey, that might be my next season place, is come to you guys and help you teach. But you guys are in solid hands. I think I'm going to do a random thing for next season too. I think I'm just going to put the 5 factions in there. I don't think I'm going to put Ogress, Vanguard, or Arcos in there because those are guaranteed to have the big teams. And what I don't want to be on the big team because I want to help the little guys, the newer people. So, okay, I think I'm going to call it quits for today, guys. We've been about 2.5 hours. It's a little bit longer than normal. Usually I'm about 2 hours. So, we did chess pools. I got everybody's name written down. After I get off the stream, I'm going to go through the chat again to make sure I didn't miss any names. And then I'm going to put the mystery wheel together and make a video and spin it for who won the 5K gold giveaway. So we did that. We did the chess pools. We did his stations. We talked about surfing. We talked about a bunch of different ships. We've talked about the map, the leaderboards, challenges, how important challenges are with the schematics, the requisition orders, and then the first two get your resources. And the good thing about these, the easies, I think I did with my Ember Helm level 10. I think. Mediums, I think I was 20. Hards, I started doing when I was 25 or 30. So, that was one thing they did do definitely right with the challenges is the difficulty levels. You have to have a little bit, but not too much. So, okay. That's it, guys. Thank you for those who have been here for so long. I know a lot of you have been here over an hour. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the super chats that I got earlier. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And as always, make the most out of what you got.